Hold on, did you know that President Trump's stock portfolio has made him over $1 billion since he returned to office? While most politicians hide their investments in boring index funds, Trump is betting big on specific companies, and some of his picks have absolutely exploded. But here's the crazy part. Many of these same companies are directly benefiting from his policies, raising serious questions about conflicts of interest. Today, I'm revealing every major stock Trump owns, which ones have made him the most money, and the shocking connections between his investments and his political decisions. Stick around because one of his holdings has returned over 500%, and I'll tell you exactly which one. Let's get into it. Before we dive into the stocks, let me hit you with some jaw-dropping numbers. Trump's net worth is estimated at around $7 billion. But get this, $2 billion of that is concentrated in just one company. His tech stock holdings alone are worth tens of millions, and they've been on an absolute tear since the election. Unlike typical politicians who play it safe, Trump owns individual stocks in companies that are directly impacted by his policies. Is this genius investing or a massive ethical problem? You decide, but first, let's look at what he actually owns. Let's start with the elephant in the room, Trump Media and Technology Group, ticker symbol DJT. This is the company behind Truth Social, and Trump owns 52% of it, about 115 million shares worth roughly $2 billion. This stock has been an absolute roller coaster. It surged when Trump won the election, crashed when the company reported a $400 million loss, then bounced back on speculation about expansion plans. Here's what's wild. The company is massively unprofitable. Analysts say it's overvalued, yet Trump refuses to sell a single share. The stock moves based purely on Trump's political relevance and media attention. When he's dominating headlines, the stock goes up. When he's quiet, it drops. This is easily the most speculative and politically charged holding in his entire portfolio, and it represents the bulk of his wealth. That's a massive bet on himself. Now let's talk about his tech stocks, because this is where Trump has made serious money. His Nvidia holding, valued between $615,000 and $1.3 million, has been an absolute home run. Nvidia stock has gone parabolic during the AI boom, up hundreds of %. Here's where it gets interesting. In January 2025, Trump announced a $500 billion AI infrastructure project called Stargate, and guess who's a key partner? Nvidia. The stock jumped 4% that day, adding billions to Nvidia's market cap and padding Trump's own wallet. Coincidence? Maybe. Conflict of interest? Definitely raises eyebrows. Nvidia dominates AI chips with over 80% market share, and Trump clearly recognized this trend early. This investment has made him millions. Trump also owns Apple stock worth between $650,000 and $6.4 million. Now this is funny. Trump once tweeted he sold all his Apple shares because the iPhone screen wasn't big enough. Classic Trump. But he clearly bought back in because he owns it now. During his first presidency, Apple got exemptions from certain tariffs, and CEO Tim Cook had regular meetings with Trump. Apple committed over $600 billion to U.S. manufacturing. Did Trump's Apple stake influence policy? We'll never know for sure, but the timing is suspicious. Either way, this investment has paid off handsomely. His Microsoft holding, worth between $630,000 and $13.5 million, is another winner. Microsoft has crushed it with their AI integration through OpenAI partnership. Interestingly, during Trump's first term, regulators dropped opposition to Microsoft's $70 billion Activision acquisition. Trump owned Microsoft stock then too. Sensing a pattern here, Microsoft remains dominant in cloud computing, enterprise software, and now AI. It's one of the safer tech bets. In the financial sector, Trump's biggest position is Blue Owl Capital, worth between $5 and $25 million. Blue Owl is a specialty lender that pays out massive dividends, over 12% yield. That's giving Trump millions in passive income every year. Plot twist, Trump signed an executive order making it easier for retirees to invest in private equity, which directly benefits companies like Blue Owl. Again, policy meets portfolio. Trump also owns Blackstone, the world's largest private equity firm, valued up to $1.3 million. Blackstone's CEO Stephen Schwarzman is a major Trump donor. Lots of mutual backscratching happening here. Here's a shocker. Trump owns Alphabet, which is Google's parent company, valued between $430,000 and nearly $1 million. This is bizarre because Trump constantly attacks Google, calling them biased and threatening antitrust action. His Department of Justice wanted to force Google to sell Chrome browser. Yet Trump personally owns Google stock. In the end, a judge ruled Google could keep Chrome if they restructure certain practices. Did Trump's financial interest influence the outcome? It's impossible to prove, but it definitely looks sketchy. This perfectly illustrates the conflict of interest problem. Trump also reportedly owns Tesla stock, though the exact amount isn't disclosed. Tesla is up over 70% in the last year, so this has been massively profitable. Trump's relationship with Elon Musk has become one of the most significant business-political partnerships in modern history. Musk has major influence in the administration, and Tesla benefits from EV policies. Trump has financial interest in Musk's success, which raises obvious questions about favoritism. Beyond stocks, Trump holds hundreds of millions in bonds and has jumped into cryptocurrency. He launched his own Trump meme coin in January 2025, a complete 180 from his first term when he hated crypto. Now he wants America to be the crypto capital of the world. Funny how owning crypto can change your perspective. So what's the bottom line here? Trump's portfolio shows he's willing to take massive risks, with $2 billion in a speculative media company. His tech holdings show he recognized major trends like AI early and profited enormously. His dividend stocks generate millions in passive income. But the constant overlap between his investments and his policies creates serious ethical concerns that previous presidents avoided by using blind trusts. Should you copy Trump's stock picks? Absolutely not blindly. Trump can afford to lose millions and weather massive volatility. You probably can't. But analyzing his holdings gives insights into which sectors might get favorable treatment. His tech stocks, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, represent companies with genuine competitive advantages that would succeed regardless of politics. The real lesson from Trump's portfolio isn't which specific stocks to buy. It's about conviction investing. Despite endless controversies, Trump held his positions and benefited from staying invested long-term. That patience is something every investor can learn from. So there you have it, Trump's portfolio revealed. From his $2 billion bet on himself to his perfectly timed tech investments, Trump's strategy is aggressive, controversial, and undeniably profitable. Whether you see it as smart investing or corrupt conflicts of interest probably depends on your politics. But one thing's clear. Following the money reveals a lot about where power and policy intersect. If you found this eye-opening, smash that subscribe button because I'm doing more deep dives on how politicians and billionaires invest. Drop a comment. Do you think politicians should be allowed to own individual stocks while in office? And remember, this is education, not financial advice. Do your own research before investing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where I reveal which senators are making millions trading stocks with inside information. You won't believe what I found.